So I'm making a part 2 because I pressed something on my phone and I didn't realize I did. I'm still walking through the Navy Yard. The Navy Yard is huge. Huge. So I reached out to him because he constantly over the years tried to reach out to me. A lot of times I cut him off because it's somebody who lied to me and say, oh, Janet, I changed. I'm a man of 50-something years. Do you think I'll do this? Or now he's going to be 60 soon. And the last time I reached out to him and said, listen, I did say that I would try and, hang out with you for your birthday coming up and do something nice. But let's go see a movie. Then I remembered that this man has no respect for my boundaries. One of the reasons why I cut him off, I told him don't send nothing to download on my emails or my phone because I don't trust him. I believe he's trying to spy on me or send spyware. It's someone who has lied to me a lot. And so I don't trust him. So I said to him, I called him back recently because I called him, I think it was Valentine's Day, to just say, hey, happy Valentine's Day, but not in a love romantic way. It's more like, hey, I was thinking about 1 or 2 good things. You have placed in jobs here and there, over there. It even may not be what I want, but I do appreciate you. And it was just on my heart because my problem is this. I'm very empathetic. And I'm somebody who have a good heart. So when you have a good heart, sometimes it's hard for you to hold grudges, which you should do as a Christian, but sometimes you need to really cut people off, and wipe people out totally because I'm always reflecting and I'm thinking about, okay, all right, I can't be unfair. They're good this way. They've been nice to me this way. They've done this 1 or 2 times. So I have that tendency and I've fallen into lots of traps over the years because of that. Because until God has gotten to a place of maturity and understanding that no, you once bitten, not once bitten. You fool me once, shame on me. Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, shame on me. Fool me 20 times? And this is a guy I've given chance, even just as colleagues. Somebody who he went to the same 2-year college I went to, but he dropped out early, didn't get his degree. I just told him when I called him, I said, listen, when I called him for advice, I said, this is something I admire with you. You didn't finish college, but you're very intelligent. You're a good writer. And one of the reasons why he and I connect, he's a good writer and he's a good reader and he loves to read just like me. So I said, that's one of the things that holds us together in a sense. I remember that. And he said to me, oh, we were never friends, we were lovers. So I was like, this is a liar because I have tons of email where you say we are friends and stuff. And I said, not anymore, that was years ago. So this is a person who, he constantly tried to drag me in a sinful world. A sinful world. An ungodly world. And because I realized that I stay my distance. Once in a while, because I have a natural, soft, empathetic heart, I reach out to him and I reach out to him and just point out the good things that I like about him. Because I think no matter what, everybody deserves to hear that. And I'm somebody who's not ungrateful. So that's why really, this morning I wasn't going to open the email. I just told him for the first yesterday while I was out. I called him after hours to tell him what the man did to me. And I said, every time I try calling you on Friday, I think it was Friday, I said, you keep hanging up the phone. The phone keep hanging up. It doesn't let me go to the voicemail. Then while I was talking, I realized he hung up on me again. And when I started telling him what the man has done to me, I said, I feel it's only right and fair. When I go public, you can say you never hear from me what this man has done to me. And so I'm letting you know, you claim he was good to your daughter because he once had his daughter working there this earlier last year for maybe 2-3 months. And according to them, she got a big job at some hospital. Just recently, she reached out saying she moved back to Maryland and she don't want to send her tax or W-2 there to the address we have on file. And I was the one, out of the goodness of my heart, knowing my my employer how he is. Well, forgetting everything, I reached out to him because I said I know him also on a casual friendship, somewhat friendship level. Let me reach out and say, tell your daughter to call him. Because if I keep reminding, it's not going to get done, and I know how he is. And a lot of things was going on at the time with the company. So I said, tell your daughter. Tell your daughter to call him about a W-2. Because he said when I told him that they already sent it off, because I noticed I'm the one who did the payroll and stuff when they come in. This man had me doing accounting, payroll, all kinds of stuff that he normally would have hired an accountant for. And he saved money off me. The man only paid me a little bit of money for 6 hours a day. I said, okay, because it was my intention to be there for no long time. So I just take it, and I said, I don't even know what it will turn out. I also said maybe I can do that and do something extra, because I know I'm very confident and I'm very good with anything to do with the office world. I kind of left that field because at one time I was very bored when I used to do it. And that's why I went into teaching too, when I see how good I was with the early childhood, with children and stuff. But when I went through the hell I went through that last job, I said, let me go back into that. So I reached out to him. He always tell me to send me his resume, even when I have a job. But one of the things I know about him is that this guy that I know, Ronald Rodgers, he wants your resume to see jobs that you see where you work, so he can send letters and try and get contract with them to send his people that they're trying to fill to place. Right? So a lot of times I know he wasn't doing it because he's trying to help me or help you find a job. It's more for him where he can get clientele. Because I remember back in the days, years ago, he would come on my job with big bouquet of flowers when we're not even together. Once I work with a big company, a big fancy company with a big corporation. So he could, because he wants to bribe me. And so he can get the name of who in the human resources and stuff, so he can reach out to them to find placement for the people that they're trying to place. But I do appreciate him for the few times he found me a job, which most of the time the jobs he found me did not turn out too well, because it's most of these toxic places he sent me. And I purposely know he sent me to this place because he knows the man is a mess. He's probably a relative with this man. And also something they're into, because nobody stays there past a few months. And when I see how the man is, if you're not strong, you're going to quit, or he's going to lie on you and accuse you. This man will go in the work that you do and move things and change things and say it's you. This man, because he's old, will forget and misplace things and accuse you. And I try to overlook a lot of things, and I said, okay, he's old, but some things are not, you can't blame on old age. My father is old and he doesn't behave. He doesn't curse profanity at me and other women. He doesn't talk negatively about women. He doesn't mistreat women. So Friday I spoke up about his behavior. He told me to leave again. It's like the third time he ever told me to leave. And I told him, I'm going to report you to the Department of Labor, report you to the federal government, equal opportunity, and all those agencies that has to do with that. I am going to report you. And a while ago when he told me to leave, as I try to come inside the office, he barred it with a screwdriver. Not a screwdriver, a wrench, a pliers. So I couldn't enter. And when I called him on the phone, he said, wait. He said, you're no longer here. So I said, okay. It's going to go public and I'm going to report you like I said I was going to do. Because I told him Friday, you do something and it's going to go public. I tried to hold off, but I was going to write anyway because I said, whether I'm there or not, it needs to be exposed. Because I know I'm not going to do it forever anyway. It's such a toxic, stressful environment. The man is demonic. When I tell you demonic, cussing, fanatic, saying negative words, accusing constantly, lying, and doing all kinds of connery and dishonest stuff. So I am letting you know that there are laws that govern jobs. People can't just say and do what they want to do. So I'm going to be making a series of videos. I'm going to be making something more like a playlist of what should go on in the workplace, especially against women. And I said I was going to do it for March because it's Women's Month. But he pushed me to, I'm going to start it before that. So this man terminated me wrongfully because I spoke of his abuse and outrageous language to me, other staff, especially to women. It's false accusation, telling me I can't do the work when it's simple clerical stuff. I have worked for lawyers typing big letters and composing letters and documents. And this wicked lineman, and then the lineman men who referred me to him, I blocked them. I blocked them because when I realized, they told me, they used to call me the first few weeks, how are you doing? How are you doing? He's a good man. He's this. He's a nice man. He's that. And then I realized it's a lie. In about 6 weeks, it was clear to me it's a lie. This man was so inappropriate, constantly cussing F language at me, about other people around me, other language, go suck a dick, these kind of stuff he says. These kind of stuff, inappropriate language this man will use. So it's not just F language, you say the most inappropriate words. Then he'll be coughing and don't cover his mouth constantly in the office. And we have a window, but because it's winter, we closed it recently. And before it was an air conditioner in there. And the other day, because we were gonna have a storm, they keep sending emails for the compound saying close, to make sure the windows are closed. The heater in the office is extremely hot. Extremely hot. And that's how I end up getting sick for the first time, so bad cold. Because when you leave out of the office to go use a bathroom inside on the floor, it's freezing cold. The place is so unsanitary and nasty. The man will pee in bottles and leave them in the office and all kinds of stuff. He's a wicked man. And just tell me, when I say, what are you firing me for? Oh, it's what you told me on Friday. You said you're going to tell what goes on in this office. No, I said I'm going to tell all the inappropriate stuff you say and do. I'm not going to tell anything that is not for me to say. So he's a wicked and he's a liar and he twists stuff and he casts lights. The man is manipulative. He's a narcissist. He's psychotic. He's a psychopath, sociopath. Don't take any abuse from anyone for any job, because I was going to take it. I eventually was going to report him, whether he fired me or not, and I was going to speak out, and I've been speaking out to him about his behavior. And I had it up to here. I was like, I cannot give a man like this my service. I have no respect for him. He has no respect for me or nobody. He's so inappropriate. Toxic as hell. But you're going to hear more about this.